Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. Still me. Post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. Let's see, where to start. How about a new record high for the NASDAQ? Incredible, isn't it? Yeah, this market does seem sincerely unstoppable, and it's about to get even more unstoppable, and we're going to talk about that. Let's just sum this day up. Okay, so yes, another new record high for the NASDAQ. However, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished fractionally lower. Fractionally lower. 10-year yield stable, dollar reversed and got stronger a little bit. Crude oil higher. Imagine how surprised I am about crude oil. No, you can't imagine possibly how surprised I am about that. Cryptocurrencies flat. Gold and silver also flat. Okay, just lovely. So there's a couple of big pieces of news that came out today. I don't even know where to start. Let me start off with, I guess, this one. So we heard from the Federal Reserve today. Okay, I want you to keep in mind that all we've been hearing lately is, this surge in inflation is transitory, it's temporary, it's going away, it's just going to vanish into thin air. That's the narrative. But today, from the Federal Reserve itself, this narrative has taken on a new twist. Here we go. And this is a quote. Temporary, quote, inflation surge may last longer than expected. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know what to do with myself. How about you? I'm serious. Look, people, this is bizarre. You can't make this stuff up. It's impossible to do. So there goes their temporary narrative or transitory, because now they're saying this surge may last longer than expected. Duh! Oh, God. I can't handle it, people. I really can't. Okay. Now, here's another piece of news that you need to know about. So, the airports, the airlines, they're getting their second bailout courtesy of you. Let's put a little perspective on this. So, back in December, the airline industry got $15 billion, and now they're getting another $8 billion. And you know who's paying for it? You are. Let me ask you, do you think that these airlines, which are profitable, regardless of the pandemic or not, do you think they should get a public bailout? I don't know. Did you vote for another public bailout? Did you vote for the tech bailout, $250 billion just 2 weeks ago? I don't think you voted for that. I don't think there was any call for people to get involved. Again, let's put that into perspective. The tech sector today, another record high, has so much cash, it does not know what to do with it. But meanwhile, they just got a $250 billion bailout courtesy of you. Airlines just got their second bailout in just the last, 6 months. There's probably more coming, of course. So $15 billion back in December, followed up by another $8 billion, and who knows what else, because you don't get to vote on it. It doesn't matter. You don't matter, according to, obviously Congress. Of course, the Federal Reserve is more than happy to supply those funds. It's incredible, people. You can't make this stuff up if you even try to. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. Anyway, let's move forward here. What else did we find out today? Now, this is really no secret. I talked about this, a couple of weeks ago, and this has been going on for a while. And you can see what I'm about to tell you reflected in the rising cost of everything, living. So we found out that more manufacturers and home builders and product producers, they cannot, this is what they're saying. Are you ready? Sit down, take a deep breath. They cannot absorb their cost of higher materials. So now, again, more of them are coming forward, including the airlines, by the way. And they're going to pass those higher costs on to you. Oh, really? You can't imagine how surprised I am about that. I'm utterly shocked. No, I'm not surprised at all. This is part of the mechanism that's just been going on here. People, is out of control. So those are the big stories today. So the Fed kind of making a reversal here on their, they're still saying that it's temporary. I want you to understand this. Let's go back to the Fed real quick. So although the Federal Reserve, changed their tune a little bit, they're still keeping to the temporary narrative. However, it may remain temporary or transitory for longer than they expect. Does that surprise you? How many cells on your face alone are surprised? Maybe this cell here. How about the cell up here, up your nose? Is it surprised at all? I don't know. How about the cells on your tongue? Are they surprised? Probably not. I don't know. And with regard to, these manufacturers, airports, home builders, product manufacturers passing on their costs, higher costs to you, why would that be any different? It's always the same. Do you think for a moment the CEOs, the management, they're going to take a pay cut? Even $1? Oh, no. They're going to make their millions and get millions and millions with regard to stock options, but you got to pay for it. You must pay. Understand? You're going to do it. It's crazy, man. It really is. Anyway, that's the story today with regard, and I think it's pretty big. We got, again, another record high for the NASDAQ. And again, I personally think we, the American people, should ask for our $250 billion back that we just gave them. That, of course, you got to vote for, right? Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. And with regard to the airlines now getting their second bailout in 6 months, I personally, honestly, don't think they deserve a bailout. Their service sucks. Let's be honest. We haven't had good service with regard to airlines in a very, very long time. They nickel and dime you to death. They're profitable. They're showing profits. So why are we bailing them out? Can you explain that to me? See, because Greg Mannarino, as I sit here in front of my desk, which is a disaster right now, it's above my pay grade. So explain to me so I can get it. I'm having a difficult time with this. Airlines, they're all profitable. They're showing profit. So why are they getting a public bailout? I don't get it. Why? Is it just because of the mechanism here that I told you would be unbelievable, that they would do things you can't believe to borrow cash into existence? Let's give cash to the tech sector that is awash in cash. Airlines that are profitable. That's just the two recent ones. Let's just, keep on going here. Now they're talking about giving $1,000 to every newborn child, an infant, and again, this is not going to benefit nobody. People might go, no, I'm going to get $1,000. All they're going to do is raise the cost of living, so that $1,000 is going to turn out to be a net loss. Once the government gets involved in trying to subsidize anything, it turns out to be a total shit show. And I think you know that. Really. Look, everything I just talked about right now, could you make this up if you tried to? I don't think you could possibly do it. I don't think anyone could do it. I don't care how smart you think you are or how creative you think. You can't do it. It's absolutely insane. So anyway, people, look, the mechanism here is very simple, and we know what we're doing. We're going to stay long this market, the stock market. We're going to trade it. We're going to bet against the debt, become our own central bank, buy suppressed assets, which include cryptocurrencies at this particular time. They are going to rebound. Don't know when, but I'm buying these dips, and I will be proven to be correct here. I guarantee you, because every single time Bitcoin and the other cryptos have dropped, you get all those bears, and I told you it was going down. I told you it's going left, going zero. And they've been proven wrong 100% of the time, and they'll be proven again wrong here. So we know what we're doing here. Now, with regard to that, this is what I'm going to do. I am on a mission here to make your life as easy as possible, so you have the best idea or ideas as to what you're going to do and put your cash to work in this freak show that we have around us. So on my website, traderschoice.net, there's a link here in the description of this video. On the top of the second page, for you lions out here, a few people that want to get into trading, I'm going to post my last several stock picks that you should be thinking about buying and or trading. And if you want to know how to play these, well, there's several ways you can do that. You can subscribe to my newsletter, which is free. Description in the there is a link in the description of this video. I send out how to play them as well. Again, look, I don't think there's a guy out here working harder to keep all of you on the right side of this freak show. And it is a freak show of epic proportions. But I want to hear from you, seriously. With regard to this second airline bailout, how do you feel about it? Is it something you would have voted yes for had you been given the opportunity as an American citizen here? You're supposed to be governing yourself. Remember, a government of the people, by the people, for the people. How can you govern yourself if your votes don't matter at all anymore? And I think we have a good understanding of that. But I really do, honestly, I want to hear from you. Bailouts, are you for bailouts? Or are you against bailouts, especially for companies that are profitable? All right, let's make that the question of the day. Should a company, a corporation, or an entire sector of the market get a bailout if they're profitable? Think about that, and I promise to listen at least to what you have to say. I will read the comments. Should profitable companies, sectors, receive a bailout from the public? I don't know. In my view, absolutely freaking not. All right, I'm out of here. People, this guy right here loves you a lot. Please share the video. And with regard to my website, again, I'm going to put those stock picks up there. I'm working on that right now, so they may not show up till later today or tomorrow. But for you lions out here, check that regularly because I'm going to change them a lot. I'm going to put new ones up there probably every day, every other day, so you can get involved in this stuff. Anyway, that's it, people. I'm out here. Love you a lot.